You already know who it is. Is you on 145, the Nigerian Prince slash King. And to the left of me, I have Miss Tabi knowing three.
We're back and we meshing it up.
And underneath us, we got Alleged Uzair.
Allegedly, yep. So the reason it's called allegedly is because let me give y'all a little backstory. So this one time, this guy came up to me and he goes like, "Yo, you're Uzair." I'm like, allegedly, and then ever since then, allegedly I've been Uzair. But
Allegedly.
But the thing is, we don't know if it's really Uzair. Allegedly, I'm Uzair, but am I really? I'm gonna have to go to court, name court, or something, figure it out. But anyway, you can call me Ozzy though, and you know how it's going. Let's get it.
And we are the men. Boom, boom, boom. So we do have a special. Sorry,
where's that special guest?
He's supposed to be on. We're gonna do the first topic because that's his topic. So we're gonna do that topic last. Usually, when I have special guests on, I usually love for them to pick out a topic that they want to discuss, and then we discuss it because we want to hear their opinions and their thoughts. But we gonna get into it because we got two more topics. So our first topic is what Alleged Uzair came up with, which was our progress during the whole quarantine COVID-19 thing, and people's mental health and how Trump's progress has been with COVID-19.
So who should start?
No, I was waiting because you said, so I was waiting for you.
I mean, my thing was just overall progress. We could talk about Trump too, but my thing was just overall progress of how people are living and doing. Mm-hmm. I would say, well, I'll start with myself, right? I've been studying. I didn't get another job mainly because I'm tired of these basic ass jobs. Mm-hmm. I need to get in a career. And I'm into computers, and obviously I love to act. That's my passion. But that's something I could still do and enjoy even if I'm not getting money out of it personally, right? That's just me. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm wasting all this time working these minimum wage jobs. Why not waste time or spend time doing something with more money and something that could be a potential career? So that's my mindset. So now I'm like, let's learn IT and start working towards that. So that way I have a good job. I'm also planning on moving to a house, like a whole family. My whole family wants to.
Really?
Yeah, get a house because I live in an apartment. And it's like not roomy enough. So we're all like, yo, let's get a house. So that's also coming hopefully soon within the next few months. But yeah, that's been my progress. As long as you're staying busy, I feel like, and productive, you're good. Doesn't mean that you have to be. Don't feel like, oh, I feel like a failure because I haven't done anything, because you live your life how you want to live. Anyway, that's all I have to
say. Anyway, I feel like this whole quarantine thing, like it's just been an up and down roller coaster for myself. Me being an artist, a creator, content creator, director, producer, the list goes on. Let me stop.
He does it all.
No, but it's really taking a toll on my mental, for real. Like, I really had to slow down with content creating and, like doing the shit that I like, the stuff that I love to do, because like, I feel like I haven't been in like a creative space. So I haven't been able to try to deliver like the TikTok content and the Instagram original content that I would love to produce, love to put out there and give to people. Because I know I do get inboxes like, okay, this shit is funny, keep it up. I keep saying that. This stuff is funny. Keep it up. I'm trying to work on not cursing. That's another thing. But this stuff is funny. Keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you brighten up my day, or I needed this, to go out through the day. Like messages like that really mean so much to me. And it's like, I just feel like I haven't been able to go out. So I haven't been out. And if I do go out, it's for like the minimum, the liquor store, Rite Aid, and I'm back home. And then I just feel like I'm losing my sense of who I am, which is this person who smiles all day, creates things, and just wants to see everybody else smile. Yeah.
What about you, Ty? How's your progress?
That's a good one, and Ozzy. But for me, I feel like 2020 has been the year of definitely growth. Even though things may seem like it slowed down dramatically, I feel like I've went through a lot of changes, and just, I guess, probably the way I process things and the way I think of things are definitely different. Um, I definitely took more time to focus on myself, on the things that I want to do. So even with like simple, it's not, well, big to me, maybe simple to others, but even something as just like my teeth journey, that is something that I want to accomplish. So it's like definitely this year has been the year of growth and rebranding and re-innovating myself to be that person that I see myself to be. So even with, but I would just say for anybody, like if you don't feel like you didn't do anything, if you feel like you didn't do anything this whole quarantine, COVID-19, don't beat yourself up, because right now I know a lot of people are like depressed, and suicide rates have went up, divorce rates have went up. So it's been a very rough year, and just be easy on yourself, take it easy, give yourself time, and just nurture yourself. I think this year was the year for nurturing yourself and finding out what you want to do and who you want to be.
Yep.
I agree 100%, and I definitely do think, I also want to throw in there that don't let this one situation stop you as a person, you know. Because if we really want to, I mean, I like to, what I like to do for my sanity is, you know, think about history and the things that them motherfuckers had to go through, and they, you know what I'm saying, they had the Black Bubonic Plague, you know what I'm saying, with the rats and stuff, and you didn't have no, you know, TV or anything like that. You just seen your mom drop on the floor, you're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, they had to like wait for letters to come for months at a time. And if the messenger died, then you wasn't getting a letter.
Don't forget, death rates have went up dramatically within a short span of time. Like, you know.
And so I just want you to think that I'm not trying to say that, you know, this is our reality. Yes. You know, this is what we're going through. Yes. But this is not the end of anything. You know what I'm saying? I want you to keep on going on. Even for me, I have to tell myself that too. Like I want to get back into what I was doing, and I'm going to get back into what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It just takes a little kick and a little push, and it starts with the gym, because I definitely didn't want to go to the gym. I'm going to start going. I need to slim on down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to bulk up. You trying to?
I was trying to do the same dance moves that I used to do back in high school. I can't do it. I do one or two, and I'm tired. So
yeah. I mean, you gotta also know, right? We've been at home for how long? Whoever's been home for how long?
April, July, August.
So no walking, no nothing. Of course you get tired. You have your stamina is something that you gotta maintain. You know, it's not something that's once you reach a high point of stamina, I was gonna say that way. You have to maintain it. So when you don't, obviously you're gonna get tired. You know, I ran the other day. My ass was tired, bro. I came home, but now I've been doing exercise at home, and I don't feel as tired because I'm starting to get used to it. You know,
you're doing it every day.
You're working out again, or have you been working out the entire like COVID?
I fell off during COVID, so I was going to the gym heavy. Like my body was cut. Like, I was hype. I was like, ooh, muscle.
I lost.
And then
I'm the complete opposite. I think I lost a lot of weight this year, and I'm just.
I lost weight too.
I mean, for some people, it's like, yeah, you lost weight, and for me, I'm just, you know.
You know, and it's crazy because you're one of the lucky few to lose weight. I feel like
no, you see that you can't say that. I don't think you can say that.
I'm gaining, and I don't like that. I've been one. The reason why I have not changed my clothes from high school and 6th grade and things like that is because I've been the same weight. Okay, I can fit them bitches, and nobody's seen them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna remember it. Like, oh shit, Juwan, that's the same button up that you wore in junior high school. You wasn't gonna remember that.
I want to fill mine back out. See, I have all these clothes, and then they're baggy on me. I want to fill them back out. You know. Because I don't want to throw them away and then or sell them. Like, come on, it's COVID. You gotta like the world's in a disarray. You gotta be frugal right now.
All right, so I want to also ask us. Go ahead, Ozzy.
I just wanted to make one more point before we move on to a different topic.
We're going to stay on this one, but because we got to ask about the Trump thing, but go ahead.
Yeah. So another thing I want to say is don't feel, so you know how Ty said don't feel guilty about not doing it. If you didn't do anything, I didn't do anything for a little while because I was like, I need a fucking break. You know, I didn't do shit.
Right.
I was chilling, do nothing, you know, no studying, no nothing, watching TV, eating, playing games, all that shit, right? But I want to say, don't feel guilty if you feel like, yo, you wasted a year or whatever. Don't feel guilty about that, for one, because everybody needs that mental break and whatnot. But there's a second thing I feel people shouldn't feel guilty about, and that's a very, it's a slippery slope, kind of controversial, is that this could potentially have been one of the best years of your life, right? And I don't want you to feel guilty about, like, I don't want you to undermine that for yourself. Yeah, know that there's a lot of bad things going on. People are dying and whatnot. But personally, if this year was really good for you, I think you should own that, right? Because this year, in certain aspects, was very good for me. And I'm not going to deny that it wasn't. And I don't think other people should either. They shouldn't say that, oh, this year's the best year ever. Because obviously there's a lot of death going on, the disease is going on, and obviously you're losing something out of it. But it could have been the best year ever for you. You could, I guess, say that, you know. So I don't think you should feel guilty about that either.
Right.
So I kind of want to get into how do we think that the president has handled the whole COVID situation in our country?
No boy, no.
So, Ms. Tavi, knowing three, we're gonna start with you. What do you feel like? How do you feel like he just done?
Do you see how he handled his COVID situation? I mean, the man was outside. He was in the car. He didn't care. You know, we suggested that he use his own advice and use bleach because that's what he was saying.
I'm correct.
He handled the situation horribly. I feel like, of course, you know, he's downplayed, you know, the deaths of, you know, loved ones, friends, close ones. He's downplayed that a lot, and I don't think that he's empathetic to what other people are going through. And then it hits home for him, and we thought that this will maybe make him double down and like, you know, rethink. But he still came outside, you know, waving. He was still in the Suburban with the Homeland Security, and I don't even think he was thinking about their safety. So when it comes to President Trump and COVID-19, I'm utterly disappointed. I
hear that. Uzair, what's your
I think he fucking botched it, bro. I think he got the bowl, he had eggs in it, basket, whatever the fuck, and then he fucking slammed it into the ground and was like, oh my god, my eggs. No, but seriously, the thing is that the biggest thing is this for me. There's still people that defend him to everything. Oh, yeah, okay. One thing that I don't agree with, right, is he's like, I don't want to cause a panic, so I'm not going to tell people it's bad. And now people are fucking dying everywhere. Why? It's the only country in the world that's doing the worst job. When I think we hit, the whole world hit 1 million deaths in coronavirus, I think. It was 1 million deaths. 20% alone was us.
And this was like back. This was
a few months ago.
Yeah, we were a majority of people 20%. That had like cases, which is really,
20% of the deaths. It was at that point was us, 200K, right?
Wow.
That was just in U.S. So you can't sit there and fucking tell me that this man has been doing a good job when literally every single country in the world disagrees with that. You're telling me you're smarter and you know what's going on against every single other country in the fucking world? You don't.
We were the last to get it, which is the crazy part about it.
You don't. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead, Ozzy. Go ahead.
And on top of that, I feel like he botched it, and sure, I can understand the thing. I don't want to cause a panic, but there are certain things you got to be 100% about,
Right.
because then people will start dropping dead in the middle of the street, and you don't know what the fuck happened because the person who did kept the information from you.
Mm.
You know, it's stupid.
Right.
And it's crazy because it's sad because I also see a couple of people that be on my timeline basically saying like, well, oh, this virus is not that bad. It's not, you're gonna live as long as you have a good immune system. Okay, but what does that say for people who don't? Because there's a lot of people who don't have a good immune system. There's a lot of people who do have pre-existing conditions, and I wouldn't brush it. First of all, this person has the nerve to compare this virus to something of cigarettes and cancer. I said, how can you compare cancer and cigarettes? That's somebody's choice. To something where that's not my choice. If I go outside and you sneeze and cough, I'm gonna get it because you sneezed and cough and you didn't cover your mouth. I'm getting the bitch because of you. I'm not getting it because it's my choice. I'm getting it because of you.
Right.
If I'm smoking a cigarette, that's my choice. That has nothing to do with me. I mean, with you.
And as the leader of our country, for you to joke about something that is so serious, which is actually detrimental because people are dying, and not to say like, people don't have a brain, but a lot of people don't think for themselves. And as a leader who's leading our country, you set the example and the tone. So if you tell people to go outside and drink bleach,
and people actually was about to do that. People was about to do the lights on. People was about to do the bleach
and drinking bleach.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, excuse my French, what the fuck?
Yeah. On top of that, so people that defend his actions are always talking about the economy.
Yeah.
They're saying he chose economy over people, which in my head, that's essentially what he's doing, right? Choosing economy of American economy over the American people. What it do, like in my head, I'm like, that's worse. Like, why would you choose economy over people? Some people think choosing economy over people is the right decision. To me, I morally thinking, no, it's not.
It's not.
Because let's just say a shit ton of people die. That's gonna affect the economy. Yeah, those are less taxes coming in. Those are all these things that like they're less. You're not. Yeah, sure. And then on top of that, how could you say economy, not people? People could be your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, that could be people too. You're not understanding that your mother could potentially die because you chose economy. You chose like
right.
Exactly. And we know that it hits older people too. I'm gonna give my final thoughts and we're gonna move on because we did go past the 15-minute mark with this, but I definitely do think that Trump has done a horrible job. For you to say that, the only reason why you downplayed it was because you didn't want to cause a panic. Okay. Well, you being a leader, that's your job, is to figure out how to not cause a panic, but also not lie to the people. Hey guys, there's a virus that's coming in. I suggest that we,
be safe.
Be safe, remain calm. We'll let you know when we have further information about this virus. Something like that. People will be like, okay, we should kind of like hear that warning. Not, oh no, we're good. No, continue going on.
Open up, keep the place open. The
right, like
it's crashing. It's because of
people not going to work,
opening up.
Yeah, and we can't open up because if we open up, then there won't be people to go and give the products, buy products and keep the economy alive. We can't do it. It just does not work. You need people and you need an economy, right? So let's do something to save both. But we're gonna move right along.
Bet.
This one is interesting. So it's if you are a rich Black individual, Black or brown, doesn't matter, Black, brown, Latino, whatever individual, does that excuse you from racial injustice in the United States? And the reason why I'm using this example is because Cardi B's husband, Offset, Offset was arrested for having a concealed weapon on Saturday. Well, not arrested. He was charged.
He didn't have a concealed weapon.
He was charged with.
Okay, was it legally or illegally holding?
It wasn't him that had the concealed weapon. They did pull him over, but it was Cardi B's cousin who had the gun.
So
But they still pulled him over anyway.
the reason why I'm asking this question is because he sat there and he said to the officer, like, I'm a celebrity. You know who I am. I'm Offset from the Migos. And the rapper replied saying that you just watched somebody beat my car up with a flag.
Right.
And so, you know, the officer reaches inside, opens the door, and proceeds to remove him from the car. My thought process is, I don't think that the law cares about who you are.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
They shouldn't, and they don't. So, you know, you flashing like, hey, well, I have money, or I'm part of the Migos, or I'm this, or I have a status. I don't think that they care. You are a black man or with a weapon in the car. They're going to arrest you regardless. They're going to find some reason to take you down. You know what I'm saying? Ty, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so Trump rallies give me real supremacist vibes, high key. And for anybody who is of color should always stay away. I feel like if you are definitely pro-Biden or anti-Trump, stay away from these rallies, because a lot of the time supremacists hide behind the Trump campaign, and it just creates this hostile environment. And on top of that, with police brutality and all that's going on, just being black is just a high alert. High risk, yeah, definitely. So it's just like, regardless of whether you have money or not, in the law, in the eyes, in the you're still black. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And thank God he was on live. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have went a lot worse. You never, because all these people, Sandra Bland, George Floyd, all these people that are dying from getting pulled over Sandra Bland wasn't not even Breonna Taylor. She was shot in her house, but it's like it could have went a lot worse. It doesn't matter how much money you have, because like you said, the law doesn't care about what's your status or your class in where you are in life. But it's just, being a person of color right now is just definitely scary times. And he was caught in a Trump rally. Like, I would have been terrified. I'm getting pulled over in a Trump rally. I'm just terrified. I'm terrified. So it's just like, it doesn't really matter. Right. It doesn't matter.
In the
go ahead, Ozzy.
So your question, no one's above the law, period, right? Celebrity, not celebrity. I mean, some other president, I hope, you know, if he doesn't win this, I hope all the charges against him, they go off.
They're going to hit him.
They said that he didn't have the gun. It wasn't him that had the gun. It was his family member.
I'm talking the president.
Oh.
Because there are people waiting right now.
They're going to hit him with
to charge him, right? But if he wins again, then they won't be able to, because statute of limitation kicks in, 70 years go by, and now you're no longer gonna be charged for those. You can't be charged with those crimes. Anyway, no one is above the law. No one should be above the law. It doesn't matter who you are, whatever status you may think you are. Sure, you'll probably get bail easy because you got money. But other than that, no, you're still going to get charged. You're still going to get arrested, because that's the law. You know? I mean, if it was unjust, then that's a whole other thing. Then, you know, you can bring lawyers in, try to even sue, because now you have the power to do that. If you're a celebrity and you get arrested and it's unjust, you have the power, you have the money and resources to go after the departments, I guess, right? But overall, bottom line, no one is above the law. Not even, it was an Offset, not even Offset. Because, yeah, I mean.
Oh, he was scared.
Illegal shit, you get caught, guess what? You go to jail, that's it. You gotta get charged, whatever the fuck it is. That's it. There's nothing. You can't do anything about it. Cops don't give a shit.
Personally, I don't, you know what? I don't think he was saying, for me, I think he wasn't saying I'm Offset, like, I'm a celebrity, you can't touch me. I feel like he was saying I'm Offset, I'm a celebrity, because it's just like, okay, I have money and I don't want you. Okay. He's like, all right, so I have money. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got it right.
No, see, the reason why I'm asking is because, like, a lot of the times I know that these rich individuals, they feel like, you know, that they're celebrities, they're known, so it's kind of like, you know, you could kind of, and I'm not saying Offset himself, but you know, they kind of like, they can't understand regular issues that the public goes through.
Right.
So then it makes me think that now Offset, you know, you are a black man, number one, before you're rich or anything else. You know, we see your skin color before we see your bank account. And it's like, you're not invincible because you're rich and you're Offset. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it kind of makes you a little bit more of a target just because of the music that you kind of release. You know what I'm saying? So I just want, me personally, I just feel like rich black individuals should come in more for issues, because we don't hear them come in a lot of the times for issues that go on in the black community. And especially with this, we only seen like a handful speak out about such a situation, and others like ASAP Rocky, who sat there and said, well, I don't understand, you know, black individual, you know, black issues. I don't come from that type of lifestyle. But it's like, you're still black.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Right.
what I'm
At
saying?
the
You're
end of the
still a
day, you're
black
still
man.
black. And I feel at that moment he was trying to say, I'm Offset because he was trying to separate himself from regular black folk.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he was trying to pronounce that, like, just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have more of a higher audience than regular black people. But at the end of the day, you're still black.
Right. So our next topic, I know our guest was supposed to be here, you know, he ain't here. So we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about celebrities and politics. And I noticed that Ozzy mentioned, did we see the Lil Wayne thing that happened? So Ozzy, take it away. What did he say? What happened?
Oh man, now I gotta Google exactly what he said. But Lil Wayne basically endorsed Trump, right?
Mm.
He said he
Has
had a
he
meeting
always
with
said
Trump
that? Like, has he always been
today.
pro-Trump?
This happened today. I don't know if he's always been pro-Trump. I can't say on that, but I'll say what happened today. He tweeted saying, "Oh, okay, please, New York Times. I don't need this right now." He basically went ahead and said he had a meeting with Trump, right? He said had a great meeting with Trump. Besides what he's done so far with criminal reform, the Platinum Plan is going to give the community real ownership. He listened to what we had to say today, and he assured we'll get it done, right? And the thing is, he's getting a lot of backlash for this, right? Yeah, some celebrities are like, what the fuck is he doing? And then, you know, there's 50 Cent who's like, oh no, you shouldn't have taken that photo, bro, in a sarcastic manner. Yeah, because, oh no, Wayne, I would have never taken this photo. Shit like that, right? Because, you know, he supports, 50 Cent supports Trump, right?
Yeah,
I believe 50 Cent was,
I feel 50 Cent supporting Trump because of his own selfish greed. So it's okay.
They're rich, so they have to.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to pay $750 a year too. You know?
And that's all it is, you know. So like on October 25th, yelling on Instagram, Lil Pump joined like something, and he goes, "All I gotta say is Trump, Tony." Lil Pump was supporting Trump, you know.
Not surprised.
And my only thing is, as a celebrity, you're still a person. You're allowed to support whoever the fuck you want, right? That's what America is, right? You want to support Trump, go support Trump. You want to do whatever you want to do. However, I do see that certain people go, "You're celebrities, stick to movies or some show, stick to music." I think they're allowed to support whoever the hell they want. Two, what do you call it? The thing about Ice Cube, people mistook what he said as support for Trump. He does not support Trump, but he doesn't support Democrats either. He's like, fuck them both. But he said that when he went to talk to Democrats, they didn't give him the time of day. But when he went to talk to Trump, they actually went out and listened. Not saying that they're going to act on it, but they actually listened, you know, which is like a step further from what Democrats did. But yeah, I think that's what's happening right now.
No. See, now this is what the issues, what I have with celebrities in politics is that when when celebrities get into politics, okay, that should be for their own personal reasons of why they're getting into it. Don't talk for the whole community. That's where I have the issue is don't talk for us as if we think that this man is going to sit over here because he sat down and he listened to a couple of words and he laid out a plan for you. In the 4 years that he had in office, he laid down a plan for you close to election time. As what all politicians do whenever it comes down to the black vote, they all of a sudden want to be a part of the black community. Oh yeah, we got a plan for y'all and da-da-da-da. And they don't come and deliver. How do you not know if this man would ever lie and backstab you? He's just telling you this to get your vote, to get you to sit over here and tell other people to vote for him. And then he's going to backstab you and not deliver at all like he has been doing. Let's really look at the facts. These people are still waiting for their jobs to come back.
At the end of it, he said he assured that we could get it done. He's always assuring about something. Yeah, we have it.
Assuring. Everybody can assure you, but can you show me a plan?
Can you
actually give me a plan of how we're going to do
wall was supposed to
this
happen? We still waiting.
With Ice Cube, when he said that when he went to the Biden, the Democratic Party, that they wanted to sit down with him after they had won the election. And Trump was willing to listen now. And he's not pro-Trump or pro-Biden. He's pro-Black. And for, the African-American community. And I understand that. I can see where people got that misconstrued. With 50 Cent, just first, let me just say this. It is okay for celebrities to go and vote for whoever they want to vote for. I just feel like, but in the same time, if your demographic are people that come from a certain community, let's just not forget where you come from. Okay, let's not forget about that. But for 50 Cent, I feel like the reason why he's voting for Trump is a selfish reason because it's taxes purposes, because he doesn't want to pay a certain amount of money, in which Biden is going to be taxing New York, I think like 62%. And that's where he took his stance on. And that for me is real ignorant. If that's the only reason why you're voting for Trump, clearly you took your stance. Lil Wayne, if he chose to vote for Trump,
it's the shaky voice.
If he chose to vote for Trump, then to each his own. But at the same time, I just feel like people, before you take a stance, make sure that you do your due diligence and do your research on who you're voting for before you go all in. Not because they're giving you something or telling you something that sounds good to you and it sounds sweet on the air. We need to see action.
Right.
We need to see a plan. We need to see something.
And that's the thing.
Right.
A lot of these, I'm not pro-Trump, I'm not pro-Biden. I really want to say what I want to say was let's really create our own, or not only that, we got to really get to these local elections more so than the presidential. I feel like the local elections are much more important than the presidential because those are the people who will be up there. I just feel like every single time it comes down to election year or election, the day, the week, month, they all of a sudden, I have a plan for the Black community. Here it is. And I'm going to propose it after I win. And then after they win, we don't hear nothing.
But during this time, it's all media tactics. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? If they're looking for a certain audience, they're definitely going to grab someone who can gear that audience towards them. It's all media tactics. News all the time. Everybody spits the same information, but just words it differently. It's just a play on masses. So that's why I tell it's important for people to do your research and really look into what people are saying before you go out and vote. Because if you listen to what somebody else is saying and you take it for face value, you could be led astray, and then it's too late.
I have a question. Is Lil Wayne a pro-Black? Like, is he a leader for the Black community? Like, is he trying
he's never had anything to say about BLM or Black Lives
Matter. So he
Matter.
can't sit over here and talk about issues that have anything to do with that. Don't sit over here. That's what I mean. If you are going to vote for him because that's your reasons to vote for. Don't sit over here and say that, oh, well, Black people, he has a plan and I heard it. I don't want to hear you. You don't even talk.
but a lot of people that's why I said a lot of people may not do their own research, and just because they love Lil Wayne and who Lil Wayne loves, they're gonna love that person because Lil Wayne loves that person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's definitely influence. There's definitely influence off of different celebrities and stuff. There is. People drink bleach because
they love Trump, and
president
Trump
told
says
them
bleach.
so.
Listen, so not a lot of people are thinking for themselves.
This is why people say what they say, Ozzy. What you brought up the first time, which you was like, oh, people are telling celebrities, well, just stay in music or stay in entertainment. I can kind of see why people are saying that, for the simple fact of the matter that you do have a huge influence and you do have a huge impact, and you, if you want to believe it or not, are a voice for the people. You technically are. You can get in shit that I can't. Okay, you can talk to Trump personally. I can't do that.
Right.
So my thing is this, right? From the fair standpoint, thinking from gotta be 100% fair. They're at the end of the day also people, and they're allowed. I mean, obviously that you shouldn't push your agenda onto your fans. Now you're doing too much, but you're allowed to be into politics however much you want, even if you don't know shit about it and want to make a political comment. You're allowed to do that because that's what's fair, however, if now they're saying, yo, fans, vote for Trump, now you're doing too much because you're not going to tell me who to vote for. You could do whatever the fuck you want. I'll observe it. But I guess at the end of it, I know I'm not going to get influenced by it because I know why I'm voting for whoever I'm voting for,
Right.
You have to look at, people like babies. You have to look at people like babies. They're poor babies. You know what I'm saying? They are innocent.
Malleable.
They're definitely not innocent, but other stuff, sure.
When I mean innocent is that their brain is so innocent. Like, it's just so innocent.
Questionable.
Questionable. You just look at them like babies. Okay, babies make questionable decisions. Okay, look at them like babies. And when you are the parent, what you do influences that child, right? Now, you are absolutely correct. They are a human being and they are absolutely able to be into politics and support whoever the hell they want to support. That's who you want to go for. Go for it. But one thing that you're not going to sit over here and do, is talk for a community of people that have been in the situation. Let me
get closer.
Yeah.
You're not going to
50 Cent don't want to be 20 Cent.
Point at them. What you're not going to do?
What you not going to do?
A Lil Wayne is tired of having two dreads.
Cannot. Okay, talk for a group of people who live this life every single day, and you don't live the life. You live in a mansion, you have money, you have a bunch of cars, you have things that regular human beings want. Not saying that you're not a human being, but hey, you have, you don't live the life that we live. We are out here in the streets while you're over there. So you cannot sit over here and tell me Trump has half a plan. I heard it, he's gonna execute it.
Okay, because there's a bunch of other things that I'm just not really, okay.
I don't want to hear it. I heard it from him. I heard it from him himself because he said that he has that plan. How do I believe it? Most likely no.
So only plan that I know that he has is for the stock market. I have not heard no other plan for healthcare.
Anything. And Republicans had so much, time to come up with the whole new healthcare plan even before Trump. Let's really talk about it. But no,
he's trying to take away minimum wage, so $15 an hour. He's not really going for that. I'm just letting y'all know.
Oh my God.
Guys, did you guys watch the debate?
He's not gonna fucking get rid of 15 an hour. It's not livable in New York.
You see, to him, like I said, he's up there, so he doesn't. I don't think he's up there, so he can't, compute down here.
He hasn't been poor.
No, there's no way. There is no way a country's gonna be like, yo, today we're gonna bring down the minimum wage. That people.
No, I don't think that they're gonna do that. I don't think that they're gonna do that.
If we could. That's why it's not just to the up to the POTUS, it's up to Congress too. So we need to be voting, the people that is going to root for us into the House. Because if
this is my final message. This is my final message for the celebrities out there. Please, if you are encouraging people to vote, definitely continue going on that path. I appreciate that 100% because people have lost passions and feelings in voting. So thank you.
Did y'all vote?
Yes, I did. Thank you for telling us to vote and supporting that. But don't sit over here and tell me what plan somebody has if in 4 years they had every opportunity to execute whatever they had to execute. It's not that it's too late. It's just why now all of a sudden. You already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian Prince / King. And to the left of me, I have alleged Uzair.
So it is allegedly. It is allegedly Uzair. Do we know for real who this person actually is? Does he live a double life? I'll tell you what. Once we hit 100K subscribers, I will let you know whether or not it's allegedly or not allegedly Uzair. But until then, you can call me Ozzy. And like, comment, and subscribe if you want to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, stay safe. Wash your hands. Put on a mask. If you know you probably die, and you don't want that to happen, right? Come on, man. We want you to watch this every week.
We want you to come back. And then underneath us, we have Miss Tabino in 3.
Follow me on Instagram at TabbyKnowing3. Love y'all.
And before I even sit over and say we are the mesh, so I do have for next week's episode, it's going to be a very interesting episode.
Elections, y'all.
Elections is gonna happen, so you already know that will be one of the specific topics that's gonna be on there. But we also got many more topics coming down.
That makes me so nervous.
So definitely vote.
Yes, please vote.
Go out and vote, please. And we are the men.